feel like we're in competition right now because they are trying to normalize the devil. They are trying to the devil is on the main stage at award shows and in every video and signs and symbols. Trying to normalize the devil. They are trying to the devil is on the main stage at award shows and in every video. Their whole family sleeping in sheds in downtown LA. And even if you're in mansions, the mental, emotional, and psychological warfare has been real for most of us. So this is my mama.
Check this out. I know I'm black, but Saturday, I'm coming to the party, yo.
Tyrese Gibson's recent press tour for his new movie, 1992, grabbed attention for all the wrong reasons. His appearance on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast stirred controversy when he shared a jaw-dropping story from his childhood. Tyrese shockingly revealed that his mother had him pretend to have special needs to score extra government funds, calling it his first acting gig. He claimed they earned around $760 from this scheme, orchestrated by his mother. This shocking confession, coupled with his use of a derogatory term, is entirely false. The casual laughter shared with the podcast hosts has ignited a fierce backlash. Critics argue that such flippant discussions make light of the very real challenges faced by neurodivergent individuals and exploit resources intended for their support. The fact that Tyrese shared this story so freely, without any apparent awareness of its serious implications, suggests a disturbing lack of empathy. Tyrese also opened up about his previous marriage, describing it not as a romantic union, but as a cold, calculated arrangement. He claimed that his ex-wife married him with a business-like approach, only to secure a divorce a few years later, taking half of his savings while cleverly keeping her own finances hidden under different names. During this rocky period, Tyrese revealed that 50 Cent, a friend and colleague, offered him crucial support and advice. 50 Cent had warned him about the dangers of deep emotional investments in today's world, advice Tyrese initially brushed off. But after his financial and emotional devastation post-divorce, 50 Cent extended a lifeline, casting him in the TV series Power, helping him rebuild his career and financial stability. Tyrese didn't stop there. He also delved into the broader societal expectations surrounding men's emotional expression. He passionately advocated for greater recognition and support for men's emotional well-being, urging men to express their feelings and vulnerabilities openly. He challenged the outdated stereotype that men should always appear tough. His own heart-wrenching experience highlights the critical need to balance emotion and intellect in matters of the heart. Tyrese Gibson is making waves not just for his role in 1992, but also for an upcoming album titled Beautiful Pain, which is inspired by his turbulent relationship with his second ex-wife. In a recent appearance on Shannon Sharpe's podcast, Club Shay Shay, Tyrese discussed his post-divorce struggles and his disdain for being alone, criticizing the societal glorification of solitude. The conversation took a sharp turn as Tyrese aired his grievances against his ex-wife, Samantha Lee, amidst their heated custody battle. He reflected on his previous marriages, to Norma Mitchell from 2007 to 2009, and Samantha Lee from 2017 until their split in 2020. Tyrese voiced his profound disappointment over the impermanence of his second marriage, despite his deep belief in lifelong commitment. He spoke candidly about the emotional and spiritual betrayal he felt when his marriage collapsed, emphasizing the sanctity of his wedding vows and his unwavering commitment to God. He also criticized the financial burden of his divorce, particularly the child support arrangements, which he believes are excessive and not entirely for the benefit of his daughter. The ongoing discord between Tyrese and Samantha has spilled into the public arena, with both parties airing their grievances on various media platforms. Samantha Lee, in a separate podcast appearance, hinted that her decisions during their marriage were influenced by others, suggesting she might have acted differently had she been on her own. As Tyrese continues to navigate his career in the entertainment industry, his personal life remains deeply intertwined with his professional endeavors. He channels his tumultuous experiences into his art, all while dealing with the public fallout of his personal decisions. However, R&B artist Tyrese Gibson recently caused a stir with his provocative statements about a non-existent album called Beautiful Pain, revealed during an Instagram live session. Tyrese clarified that his earlier mention of the album wasn't a real announcement, but merely a way to express his ongoing emotional turmoil after his sudden separation from his ex-wife. There's no album called Beautiful Pain. That was just me working through my feelings because she blindsided me with the breakup, Tyrese explained during the live stream. He expressed his frustration over the prolonged legal battles and financial demands from his ex-wife, lamenting her lack of remorse. Throughout their 4-year separation, Tyrese felt the pain she caused was dismissed as irrelevant to her. "I'm not claiming to be a victim. I'm a grown man. I've spent 4 years expressing myself through posts and music. Yet not once has she apologized," he continued. The fallout from their divorce has played out in the public eye, especially after his candid discussion on The Breakfast Club. Samantha responded to Tyrese's comments with a social media post urging people to let go of the past. "It's important not to dwell on what's behind us. I'm not keeping tabs on what my ex does. That chapter is closed," she remarked. "Giving your attention to someone from your past keeps you tied down. I'm looking ahead because my future is brighter than my past ever was."
God, she's so beautiful, man. Am I right or wrong? Look at her. How am I supposed to do this interview? Look at this woman.
Tell me your story.
I just feel like we're in competition right now because they are trying to normalize the devil. They are trying to populate. The devil is on the main stage at award shows and in every video and signs and symbols.
She's so beautiful. Da, 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 da. Right or wrong?
And Furious star Vin Diesel is being sued for alleged battery by a former assistant. Asa Jonasson filing the lawsuit in LA County Superior Court today. It alleges that Diesel forced himself on her in his
Knock my fucking head off. My prenuptial agreement was so detailed and so extensive. My lawyer whispered, she had her own lawyer to negotiate on her behalf. My lawyer, Tanya Mitchell Graham, said to me,
Name dropping.
"I can't believe you got her to sign this." And I said, well, the reason I got her to sign it is because she said to me specifically, "This ain't mine."
Because they are trying to normalize the devil. They are trying to populate. The devil is on the main stage at award shows and in every video.
God, can someone save me? When did this turn into Beautiful World? When did this turn into the most...
Now you want $20,000 a month for a 1-year-old? Now you've hired 3 law firms trying not...
recognized by the world, the Fast family. And so the idea of him coming off and starring in a movie and making a movie about a time that we all remember, which was 1992, I just gotta be there. I gotta just support that and encourage him to continue his artistry because I think he's so good. You know, we're at this really interesting time right now in Hollywood. And the first people I'm going to support is the family that's been...
We both sit down. He said, "I love both of you guys. Both of you guys are talented. But which one of you guys are going to suck my..."
I just feel like we're in competition right now because they are trying to normalize the devil. They are trying to populate. The devil is on the main stage at award shows and in every video and signs and symbols.
and Furious star Vin Diesel is being sued for alleged battery by a former assistant. Asa Jonasson filing the lawsuit in LA County Superior Court today. It alleges that Diesel forced himself on her in his...
So beautiful. God, she's so beautiful, man. Am I right or wrong? Look at her. How am I supposed to do this interview? Look at this woman.
Tell me your story.
She's so beautiful. Da, 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 da. Right or wrong? Oh my God, can someone save me? When did this turn into Beautiful World? When did this turn into the most...
Now you want $20,000 a month for a 1-year-old? Now you've hired 3 law firms trying to knock my fucking head off. My prenuptial agreement was so detailed and so extensive. My lawyer whispered, she had her own lawyer to negotiate on her behalf. My lawyer, Tanya Mitchell Graham, said to me,
Name dropping.
"I can't believe you got her to sign this." And I said, well, the reason I got her to sign it is because she said to me specifically, this ain't mine.
Because they are trying to normalize the devil. They are trying to the devil is on the main stage at award shows and in every video.
You know, we're at this really interesting time right now in Hollywood. And the first people I'm going to support is the family that's been recognized by the world, the Fast family. And so the idea of him coming off and starring in a movie and making a movie about a time that we all remember, which was 1992, I just gotta be there. I gotta just support that and encourage him to continue his artistry because I think he's so good.
We both sit down. He said, I love both of you guys. Both of you guys are talented. But which one of you guys are gonna suck my
Tyrese Gibson exploded onto the music scene with his silky R&B vibe and irresistible charm, quickly becoming a heartthrob. Now, 45, the singer stole fans' hearts with his seductive ballads, especially with his 1999 hit Sweet Lady. Tyrese has never been shy about his love for romance. In an interview with the Daily Mail, he confessed, "I'm a hopeless romantic. The sanctity of marriage and the beauty of love are universal, regardless of race, nationality, or sexual orientation. There's nothing more beautiful than love." But despite his deep affection for romance, Tyrese has faced his share of heartbreak in the love department. The Fast and Furious star has endured several high-profile breakups, including with his ex-wives Norma Mitchell and Samantha Lee, as well as his current girlfriend, Zelie Timothy. Fans even speculated about a possible fling with his bad boy co-star, Taraji P. Henson. But it seems the two are just close friends. In 2021, Tyrese introduced social media influencer and model Zelie Timothy as the new sweet lady in his life, shortly after his split from Samantha Lee. The couple seemed deeply in love, often sharing affectionate posts on social media. But their relationship hit a rocky patch later that year, leading to a brief breakup in September. They patched things up the following month, but their on-again, off-again saga continued into 2022. They broke up again in July, only to reconcile 2 weeks later when Zelie posted a heartfelt message, admitting that her stubbornness had caused tension in their relationship. She reflected, "With you being my first serious relationship, I thought moving on would be easy. But without you, I realize that life feels empty. You've shown me that being without you is like living in hell." Despite their ups and downs, Tyrese has admitted that he still struggles with the emotional fallout from his previous marriage to Samantha Lee. In February 2024, Tyrese revealed that Zelie broke up with him after learning that several tracks on his upcoming album, Beautiful Pain, were inspired by his divorce from Samantha. Just days later, Tyrese hinted at another reconciliation with a Valentine's Day apology to Zelie, writing, "If it took me 2 more weeks to apologize, I would have done it because you're worth it. I'm sorry, babe. I love you. Happy Valentine's Day." As of their 3-year anniversary in March, the couple is still together, with Tyrese celebrating by gifting Zelie an all-white Range Rover Defender. Tyrese found love again after a tumultuous divorce from his first wife, Norma Mitchell, when he met social worker Samantha Lee. The couple welcomed their daughter, Soraya Lee Gibson, in 2018. But their marriage ended in separation in December 2020 after Samantha filed for divorce. Their split was followed by bitter legal battles, with Tyrese being ordered to pay around $10,000 per month in child support. Samantha often had to drag Tyrese back to court for not keeping up with his payments. Tyrese later voiced his frustration on Joe Budden's show, questioning Samantha's demand for $20,000 a month, saying, "We never spent that kind of money on our daughter when we were together. Who spends that on a child?" Samantha opened up about her decision to divorce Tyrese on the Hardly Initiated podcast, admitting that she was deeply hurt and angry at the time. She said, "If I had different people in my ear back then, I might not have made that decision." Tyrese has frequently spoken about the emotional toll the divorce took on him, leading to public outbursts on social media. In an interview on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast, he confessed, "I've never let anyone matter to me as much as my marriage did. I've never given so much of myself to anyone else." He continues to challenge the child support arrangement, hoping to reduce the amount. Tyrese's relationship with Norma Mitchell began in 2002 when they met in London, where Norma was pursuing her education. After dating for 4 years, the couple decided to take the next step. 2007 was a pivotal year for Tyrese. Not only did he become a father for the first time with Norma, but he also proposed to her. Just 4 months after their engagement, they tied the knot. Unfortunately, their marriage didn't last long, and they parted ways in 2008, finalizing their divorce in 2009. Like many celebrity breakups, their separation was fraught with legal battles, particularly over the custody of their daughter Shayla, now 16, and spousal support. Norma even sought a restraining order against Tyrese, accusing him of child abuse. She claimed that Tyrese pushed our daughter to the ground, pinned her face down, put his knees on her back, grabbed her hands with one arm, and beat her with the other. Shayla was 10 at the time, leading Child Services to open an investigation. Norma was granted temporary physical and legal custody of Shayla afterward. This overview paints a picture of Tyrese Gibson's tumultuous love life, marked by passionate romances, heartbreaking breakups, and ongoing legal battles, all while he continues to make his mark in the entertainment industry. Tyrese Gibson is back in the spotlight as he continues his media tour, promoting his latest film, 1992, along with his upcoming album, Beautiful Pain, which draws inspiration from his second divorce. In a recent interview on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast, Tyrese opened up about his marriage and the loneliness he felt after the split. He shared some candid advice, saying, "To all the beautiful women out there, no one should have to go home to a poodle and a vibrator. No one deserves to be alone. The idea of being alone is complete bullshit." Tyrese delved into his personal life, reflecting on his relationships. The 45-year-old actor and singer was first married to Norma Mitchell from 2007 to 2009, and later tied the knot with Samantha Lee in 2017. However, their marriage came to an end 3 years later. "Nobody wants to be alone, sir. No man. This is biblical," Tyrese passionately stated. "So when my marriage ended, I wasn't just devastated because of the divorce, but because I had committed to spending my life with someone. I got married with the intention of it lasting forever." Discussing the dissolution of his marriage, Tyrese remarked, "Don't get it twisted. She can leave me all she wants, but I was crushed. I felt like I let God down. I didn't make promises to her. I made them to God." Reflecting on his wedding vows, "For better or for worse," and "Till death do us part," he added, "Those aren't just words. That's the word of God. I gave my word to God, and neither of us are dead." So, where are you? Tyrese also talked about couples who stay together for decades despite the ups and downs. When the money's good or when it's bad, you stayed. Are we loyal to each other or to the net worth? Because that's always going to change. He explained, "I feel like I was robbed of the dream." Tyrese and Samantha Lee Gibson married in 2017 and welcomed their daughter, Soraya Lee Gibson, in October 2018. Tyrese also has a 17-year-old daughter, Shayla Gibson, from his first marriage to Norma Mitchell. The breakup with Samantha became a hot topic in the media, especially due to Tyrese's public criticisms of her and the legal battles over child support for Soraya. He has openly voiced his frustration about being ordered to pay a substantial monthly amount, even accusing Samantha of never truly loving him. In his 2023 single love transaction, he's saying, "$20,000 isn't child support. We both know who that money's for. We had our family ties, and you went and cut me loose. Now the baby's wondering why we're not under the same roof." Tyrese has admitted that he never gave so much of myself to anyone as he did during his marriage to Samantha. He also issued a warning, saying, "My ex is going to hear it in my music." Songs like Love Transactions say, "$20,000 isn't child support. We both know who that money's for. That might sting a bit, but $20,000 is nothing compared to what some other guys are dealing with." Samantha Lee also spoke about the aftermath of their marriage on the Hardly Initiated podcast in October 2023, where she confessed, "If I had different people advising me back then, I might not have made that decision." The drama between Tyrese and Samantha escalated further when Tyrese responded to her podcast appearance with a video calling her out for still demanding $20,000 a month in child support. "If you had people in your ear back then, they must still be there because you're still trying to get $20,000 a month for a 5-year-old, he said in the video. "You make $160,000 a month on your own. This is all a game. You're chasing clout. You're someone I don't even recognize anymore. Tyrese also claimed that Samantha had tried to reconcile, but he refused because of his current relationship with Zelie Timothy. He stated, "The way you left me was cold. It was heartless. You never thought about me, our marriage, or our innocent one-year-old child." Tyrese's recent media appearances, including interviews on The Breakfast Club and the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, have garnered a lot of attention as he promotes his new projects, which are set to release on August 30th. Fans can expect to hear Tyrese reflect on his turbulent relationship with Samantha Lee in his upcoming album, Beautiful Pain. The Grammy-nominated artist confirmed on Club Shay Shay that his divorce was a significant source of inspiration for the album. "The divorce, being completely transparent, motivated me to get back into the studio. But I named it Beautiful Pain because while I'm talking about the pain, I'm also highlighting the beauty that came from it," Tyrese shared with Sharp.
I just feel like we're in competition right now because they are trying to normalize the devil. They are trying to populate. The devil is on the main stage at award shows and in every video and signs and symbols.
Fast and Furious star Vin Diesel is being sued for alleged battery by a former assistant. Asa Jonasson filing the lawsuit in LA County Superior Court today. It alleges that Diesel forced himself on her in his...
So beautiful. God, she's so beautiful, man. Am I right or wrong? Look at her. How am I supposed to do this interview? Look at this woman.
Tell me your story.
She's so beautiful. Da, 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 da. Right or wrong? Oh my God, can someone save me? When did this turn into beautiful world? When did this turn into the most...
Now you want $20,000 a month for a 1-year-old? Now you've hired 3 law firms to try and knock my motherfucking head off. My prenuptial agreement was so detailed and so extensive. My lawyer at Whisper, she had her own lawyer to negotiate on her behalf. My lawyer, Tanya Mitchell Graham, said to me,
His name dropped.
"I can't believe you got her to sign this." And I said, well, the reason I got her to sign it is because she said to me specifically, "This ain't mine."
Because they are trying to normalize the devil. They are trying to populate. The devil is on the main stage at award shows and in every video.
You know, we're at this really interesting time right now in Hollywood. And the first people I'm going to support is the family that's been recognized by the world, the Fast family. And so the idea of him coming off and starring in a movie and making a movie about a time that we all remember, which was 1992, I just gotta be there. I gotta just support that and encourage him to continue his artistry because I think he's so good.
We both sit down. He said, "I love both of you guys. Both of you guys are talented. But which one of you guys are going to